I was driving on the Deering Road in Doha, Qatar, when suddenly another car came in front of me and cut me off towards the service road. I hardly saved myself making an accident. I screamed out of anger and used some quote-unquote nice, sweet mother-father words for him. I was like, who gives them license? These guys should be booked in jail. Believe me, nothing is more irritating than getting cut off in traffic. Not only is it a bad driving etiquette, it can cause a serious accident and send people to the hospital. If you are like most people, you might be inclined to make a few comments about the person that just cut me off. The common remarks might be, he doesn't know how to drive the car. Who allows such a creepy people to drive the car? They should be put behind the jail. Police should catch them and cancel their license. They should be deported. They should be sent back to their country, etc. etc. If we analyze the comments, what we are doing here is that we are assigning a long-term attribute to someone based on one single instance of their behavior. We know nothing about the person and definitely don't have access to their driving record. But yet, we have come to a conclusion that the person was a very bad driver. We never thought that maybe he was just trying to avoid an accident. Or perhaps a dog ran into the street and so he turned towards the wrong way. In this situation, we are extrapolating from a one-off behavior and assigning him a personality based upon an isolated instance. Likewise, the rich people often think that the poor people are lazy or unmotivated. That's why they stay poor. Someone we meet for the first time seems cold and distant, so we conclude she is a rude person. And in another case, anyone who has worked serving behind bar as a waiter or at a restaurant knows that serving rude people all day can take a toll. Yet if a waiter finally cracks and snaps back, they are assumed to be a rude person. Often, if an entrepreneur has had one successful business, they can get very easy access to investor funds for their future ventures. The assumptions of the investor is that the entrepreneur is an excellent business person who has the golden touch. So whatever he gonna touch is gonna shine bright like a diamond. This is a fundamental attribution error because they are making assumptions about the personality of the entrepreneur rather than examining their business plan to see if it is genuinely on solid foundations. These were some examples of fundamental attribution error. Fundamental attribution error is a mental bias that says when people are explaining the behavior of others, people tend to overestimate the causal effect of the personality traits and underestimate those of situational factors. In other words, they believe that whatever anyone does depends on their personality or personal characteristics. In comparison, the situational reasons or causes are usually underestimated by the people.